Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. Hello, young lovers, and hello, Sparks fans. This is day 20. This is album number 20. It is Hello, Young Lovers, as I just said. And yeah, I was excited for this album because how much I play this album, and when I had said that this is in my top 10 favorite album to play, I had looked after them to see where it had ranked, and it was in number 9 out of 10. It it actually kind of beat Womp That Sucker. So that just to show how much I liked it. Take a look at the scores around there. Where Hippopotamus is slightly better. Um, even the girl is crying in her latte was tied with Hello Young Lovers, and it beat out Womp That Sucker. How does that happen? Oh, well, that's what last year was. We'll see how everything places this year. But it was one of the albums I love to play them like more often than not. It is such a good album, and this year was no exception. Actually, things did improve. I would say by quite a bit. You let me know. Let's just jump into it. So that's hello, young lovers. Starting a new page, and I will be underlining it here. I usually try to underline the titles and that. But as you can see, right off the bat, Stick Around got a little bit of a nicer score. I enjoyed it much more this time. It's a great song. It is a great song. I especially like those couple of parts where they start rocking out and like when the guitar, when the guitars kick in. I like those moments. Of course, you can't get like I think Perfume. Yeah, Perfume is my favorite song on the album. Again, is that really cool little that rock and rhythm guitar work in that pretty much permeates throughout the whole song. And just the whole beat of it, and even the theme of going through all these girls and the types of perfumes they wear, except for that one that she doesn't wear any perfume, and that's what he likes about her you know so, and then the very next fight, I gave that a point 2 points because it was it's a very good song. It's a very good song, but still, it's not a great song compared to the two songs that just preceded it, right? I didn't like it more than Dick Around, but I do still like it enough that I wanted to bump it up a couple scores. Baby, baby, can I invade your country? That was always a 10 first time around. Rock, rock, rock. I actually took it up a point five, to round it up to a 9. So yeah, you're yeah, I like it. Metaphor, of course, that's my second favorite song on the album for sure, which would make I Baby Baby Can't Invade Your Country my third favorite song. But how much I loved Waterproof this time around, especially listening to the album in headphones. Every album has to be heard in the headphones. You got to hear that stereo play. It really helps, like when it's intentional in the music. It really helps direct the flow and the emotion and the intention of the song sometimes. I can't really explain exactly what for each song, but sometimes when you're listening to certain music, the impression that the stereo play gives you. And the same thing to be said for artists who preferred way back when, the mono mixes, because like sometimes that does add a different or a lack of dimension that can just kind of focus the sound where you want it and have it all congeal and provide a different sonic experience that I'm just slowly starting to appreciate the whole mono thing. But Sparks, in some albums more than others, is a celebration of the stereophonic play, and this album certainly does. Like for like Here Kitty and There's No Such Thing as Aliens. Those got up bunched up a little notch. You know, a point three, so just slightly higher than the very next fight. Because I do enjoy Here Kitty and There's No Such Thing as Aliens slightly better than the very next fight. And of course, I gave a point one extra tiny little point as I sit down to play. Is it As you see, that is my least favorite song. That last song. I don't know. It's okay, but it's a little janky. It sounded something that would have sounded a little bit more at home on Little Beethoven than this one. They could have probably ended the album with "There's No Such Thing as Aliens" and had that as a B side, or had done it before when it was on 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 Little Beethoven. So that's just my opinion. You can agree or disagree. It's just how I kind of feel about it and see it. So as you see with the new score, it raises it up from a 9.250 to a 9.490. So again, can't wait to see. We're slowly creeping to the end of Sparkstember already. We're more than halfway done. Just seven more albums to go. And so the next one, of course, I'll be tackling will be this one here, which is Exotic Creatures of the Deep. And yeah, I like the cover. It has a as with as with this, right now what's in my player though is the Credence. But as with this, I like that it came with that kind of a covering around the. I think this is always an essential little touch that all people like. They should put in these little. They should be putting these sleeves in there. This one I think is one of the better deal. I don't want to have it out like that because that makes it just fall out faster. So you want to keep it like the foldy usually on the up. Briefly want to talk about the album cover of the of Hello Young Lovers, saying that now that could now do you actually think that they got all those white bunnies together in one spot, right? To make that cover, and how convenient that the area where they wanted to put their logo and the title of the album is all nicely cleared out in white. There's no pink or black or gray anywhere, because that's all you see. That's the four color palette right there. It's just white, black, gray, and and a kind of a reddish pink. You know, maybe just a couple of different hues of pink. But that probably was Photoshop. All right now, AI could just whip that up in a millisecond. That they say what? Just a bunch of like pure white bunnies, and you give them the description, give them you know, just all I want to see is just a white sea of bunnies, and yeah, it would have been too easy. But I do not. That doesn't look to me like they could have all those bunnies loaded up into one area, into a little studio, and set up cameras and the right lighting. It would just be so much easier just to try to create this on Photoshop back in the day. Because what date is that? That was 2006. Where's my there's my magnifying glass. Just so I verify. Yeah, 2006, right? So yeah, I really love this album, as you see. All right, now I'm done. I'm all out of here, and I have another video I do want to make, and I'm not gonna wait too long to make it. After I'm done with this one, it'll be my third video of the day. But it's a video that might be, you know, again, it's I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to let you go here. And if you're curious, please go and check that out once I'm done making it. I haven't made it yet, but once I'm done making it and posting it, you'll all know. All right. So if you are considering subscribing, don't, not yet. Just watch other of my videos first. Make sure that you like my content and are going to be happy here and want to stick around and hang out with me every once in a while. And I'll be talking a lot more about that particular subject in my next video, as you'll see. But anyway, everybody just be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, just have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be. Don't forget to hit like and comment, of course. And peace, everybody.